It was a quiet Tuesday afternoon, the kind where the only sound is the creak of old Tom Brown's rocker and the occasional cookie waltz from old Grumpy the buzzard on the roof. Sugar, his tiny Siamese kitten, was perched on Tom's shoulder, her brilliant blue eyes half closed in a lazy afternoon nap. The air was still, the Ozark sun was warm, and everything was just how it ought to be. But tranquility in the Ozarks is often just the quiet before the storm, or in this case, the quiet before the parade. Suddenly, a cloud of red Ozark dust appeared down the winding dirt road. Tom squinted. It wasn't the mail truck, and it wasn't one of the neighbors. This dust cloud had a different rhythm to it, a chaotic, loping sort of energy. As it drew closer, the shape became clear. It was Nitwit, the orphaned coyote pup Tom had seen around the holler, and he wasn't alone. He was leading a full-blown procession. Perched precariously on his back, like a tiny black-and-white jockey, was a baby skunk, its little nose twitching at the new smells. And trailing just behind them, with a look of pure confusion, was a mountain lion. Not a fearsome, wild-eyed beast, but a big cat that looked more like he lost his way from someone's cozy couch in nearby Bull Shoals. He had a gentle, almost bewildered look about him. Just then, the screen door squeaked open, and Tom's cousin Rosemary stepped out onto the porch, wiping her hands on her checkered flannel apron. She took one look at the approaching menagerie, her eyes widening. "Well, Tom," she said, her voice dry as a summer leaf, "I think the new neighbors are moving in, and it looks like they brought the whole woodpile with them." Tom didn't answer right away. He was watching Sugar, the little kitten on his shoulder, who'd been sound asleep moments before, was now wide awake. She didn't growl or puff up her fur. Instead, she just let out one sharp, high-pitched Siamese mew. It wasn't a cry for help. It was an announcement, a sound so piercing and full of authority it could stop a train. A sound like a drill sergeant on a Monday morning who just found out the coffee's run out. The effect was instantaneous. A mountain lion stopped dead in his tracks, blinking as if he'd just woken up. Nitwit skidded to a dusty halt, nearly dumping the baby skunk into a patch of clover. The entire strange parade froze, all eyes fixed on the tiny ball of fluff sitting regally on the giant man's shoulder. The silence was thick, broken only by the creak of Tom's rocker. A slow grin spread across Tom's face, making his shaggy white beard twitch. He reached up a gentle hand and gave Sugar a little scratch behind the ears. "Well," he rumbled, his voice a low, comforting chuckle that seemed to calm the very air around them. "I reckon it's time to break out the extra Oreos." He looked at the coyote, the skunk, and the misplaced mountain lion, all waiting expectantly. "Looks like we got company." And in the heart of the Ozarks, under the watchful eye of a buzzard and a brave little kitten, the porch was about to get a whole lot more crowded. Thanks for joining us for this little tale from the Ozarks. If you enjoyed the story of Tom and his unexpected friends, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more heartwarming adventures. We'd love to hear what you think in the comments below. See you in the next video.